Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Joining us on our video chat today, of course, you know myself and Jackie, The Big Show, the self-quarantine edition of The Big Show, but we have some special...
Locked up.
Yeah, the locked up edition. Joining us, we actually get a visit from our friends here on The Big Show, but because of us being in, self-quarantine, we're like, how can we make this work? Well, the best way is join them on the conversation here on camera today with us. So joining us from La Casa, we have our friend Pamela as well as Henry joining us. Good morning. How's it going?
Good morning.
Morning, Joey.
Great.
We're good.
First of all, let's start off with how are you guys doing? Henry, we'll start off with you. How have things been going? I see that I think you're at home. How are things been going? How's it been?
It's been, what's funny? Things really haven't slowed down for us. We've moved to operate in a different way, as remote as we can and trying to practice social distancing, but things haven't stopped. I mean, I'm still pulling 10-hour days. I know Pamela is too. We have plenty of projects. We've had some things that had to be halted, but things are moving, and our shelter and direct services are still going on. So again, we're just providing things in a different way, but we're still working. We're still moving.
Pamela, I bet you if you looked at your cell phone right now, how many phone calls are you and Henry doing on a daily basis?
Between each other, I think our emails, at least a dozen a day. Sorry, Mr. Brutus, but no, it's been very busy, and it's
She doesn't
such a
like
good
to
thing.
talk to me, so
We're always on the phone.
Right now, you're gonna see it's like wife, Jackie, wife, Jackie.
Here too. Oh my God.
We're not missing a beat. We still talk to each other on the daily.
Wow. Don't let the wife see your phone log.
Oh,
No, our spouses are used to it.
They're like,
Okay. So she calls you too?
Yeah,
She calls Jackie too.
My husband's like, "Oh, Joey again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be right back."
Even it threw me off because Jim sent me a picture the other day, and I'm just like, wait, Jim? I was like, okay. I was like all of us are talking now. We're all working.
Jim and Cindy don't call the same amount. They should do equal.
Right.
I know, right?
But for those that are new, talk a little bit about La Casa and some of the services about what La Casa offers to the community. What is that? I'm writing down. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about La Casa and what we do for the community.
So we're New Mexico's largest domestic violence agency. We've been open since 1981, so we're 39 years young. We, of course, have the emergency shelter. We have non-res services. We have legal services. We have a children's program. We actually have an office over in Anthony. We have our BIT program and, of course, administrative, whatnot. Mr. Brutus, I'm sure I'm forgetting one or two events. I forgot myself.
Well, that's not that important, right? Events.
Oh, I guess not.
You mentioned events. You guys are responsible for some really standout events, one of those being the Bazaar. And just one of the things that it just seems to get bigger and bigger every year.
It does, and this year's our 30th anniversary, so we're really hoping to make a big splash this year.
Yeah, we had big plans, Joey, I can tell you that, but I'm not sure what's going to happen now with what's going on, but we're still planning it. So we're still full go ahead and see what happens.
So
yeah, but if you want to think of La Casa, so we try to, I know Pamela hit sort of our big programs, but we try to be as comprehensive as possible. So if you think of someone who's going through a domestic violence situation or relationship, they need everything. I mean, from perhaps getting a new job, getting a new house, legal representation, clothes sometimes, household goods. So it's just, I mean, we try to cover at least all of it. And some of it we do with partners in the community, but we try to cover every aspect of what someone would need to get back on their feet.
Now, guys, with COVID-19 going on, what are some of the adjustments that you guys have had to make at your office, and what are some of the things that you guys are doing as far as to kind of keep up with with what's going on right now?
I'll let Pamela answer because I know she's been frustrated. She can't go to the office. So.
It is frustrating. We're, along with the governor's orders, we've shut down our administrative side. Like Mr. Brutus said, we are still providing services. We're still getting a ton of donations. Thank you, anybody that's watching, for all of those donations. Everything's by phone, so we're trying to get that out there. I know the commercial, Joey, that you and I just did the other day, making sure that our 800 number is out there. People are hitting us up on Facebook, through our website. So we're still trying to provide the best service that we can for all of our clients, for anybody that needs us.
And if maybe, you mentioned donations, and one of the conversations that you and I had, Pam, off the air was, people are doing a lot of spring cleaning right now, and they're looking for donations. How can they help La Casa as far as donations?
Yeah, all the honeydews are definitely getting done. So those garages and closets that have been needing to get cleaned out are getting cleaned out. We're getting those amazing donations. So that's awesome. They can still be dropped off. Just because our administrative offices, the doors are locked, doesn't mean that there's people not there. So those baskets will be checked. There's instructions on there. If you need a receipt, you can contact me and I'll get a receipt out to you as soon as I can. Like Mr. Brutus said, we provide furniture, clothing, household items. So anything like that that's gently loved, we would love to take.
Now, as far as maybe, some that are doing shopping right now, and maybe those that maybe have extra items, we're talking like the shampoos, the toothpaste, the deodorants, stuff like that, they can make those donations as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we're just like a lot of people in the same boat. We can use hand sanitizer and disinfecting stuff, which I know is really hard to come by right now. But we do have kids in our services, so they're doing the homeschooling thing as well. So we did get some tablets donated by one of our amazing donors. I was telling Joey before we came on the air, I didn't even think about earbuds, but if we have a client with 4 or 5 kids and they're all on a tablet at the same time,
right,
that could be tough. So I need to think about, earbuds, tablets, things like that for the kids to go to school and people to work from home as well.
Especially a pair for mom, right? So.
Well,
she has
yeah,
multiple
maybe
kids.
earplugs out of earbuds.
Oh my gosh. Well, for those that have any questions about La Casa, those that are wanting to learn more, or maybe they're watching this video right now and saying, hey, I want to, donate or help out in any way that I can. Who can they get in contact with, and what's the best way of going about contacting La Casa?
The same as always, they can drop off stuff at 800 South Walnut. They can call us at 526-19. They can hit us up through Facebook, through our website, email contact@lacasainc.org. And if anybody does need that 24-hour number, it's 800-376-2272.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate the time, and even though we can't all be in the studio together, because I know we're used to all 4 of us being in the studio and being together and doing this, I'm glad that we were able to make time to be able to be together on this video chat. And I do look forward to us being able to be all in the studio again and being able to do this again. And guys, before we leave, I do want to ask any advice that you would give to listeners out there that are at home as just like how we are right now? Anything you want to tell listeners out there?
I think, yes, one message important is that we're all stressed due to really the unknown. So what's going on is really scary. Plus, we don't know when it's going to end or if we have people affected. So it's affecting different lives in different ways. And there's a possibility that homes that were not abusive typically can become abusive just because of the extra stress, or homes that were abusive can become more abusive. So just continue to, reach out to people, make sure everyone's safe, and just know that our doors are still open. So if you need us, we are here for you. Yes, we're doing our assessment by phone first versus as a walk-in, but then all services are continuing and we will take care of whatever someone needs.
And Pamela?
I'm going to echo the same thing. There's a lot of changes. There's different stressors now because of the situations that we're in. Reach out to us. I know Mr. Brutus has handled a few. We've actually had some people reach out through Facebook Messenger. Sometimes that's easier than talking on the phone. That can actually be a safer option. And we try to be as accessible as we possibly can to anybody that needs it.
Once again, Pamela, can you give out the phone number for those that are watching, so that way if anyone has any questions, they can get in contact with you guys?
Sure. Our admin office is 575-526-2819. And then the 800 number is 1-800-376-2272.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on our video chat today and being on the big show. We've been calling this the self-quarantine edition, right, Jackie?
Yeah, exactly. Broadcasting from our homes.
Yeah. So I'm in a spare bedroom, and yeah, this is now. It's gonna be where I sleep and work from now on. Well, you guys.
Well, thank you for having us on. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, Joey. It's good to see you.